continuous improvement of RippleNet, increasing utility of the fintech players, and the rising fundamentals leading to mass adoption from different countries and key players entering the crypto investing will be discussed here, and at the same time we will go through the scientific data about real-time payments, instantaneous micropayments, along with other articles which actually shows you the validity or legitimization of digital payments. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Ripple team is working on their project with the same motivation level they had from the beginning, so that is really impressive. Now this is the tweet from Lord XRP, and he is actually showing you that ICICI, an Indian private sector bank, is rolling out banking service through WhatsApp. Now they are trying to disrupt themselves to, they need to stay relevant, so they are doing this to be in the changing financial market, or else they will have to go shut. But because by now majority of mobile users, at least say 90-95%, assume is using WhatsApp, so this is certainly going to increase the market participants, because they are trying to increase their market participants at this time of the slowing economy. And at the same time, remember, the competitors won't sit silently while losing their market share. They'll actually move ahead and try to gain more of this. Now, this one from Theo is showing you that Microsoft is partnering with Plaid to turn Excel into a fintech app. So what we just understood from last two is that the application used by the majority of humans, common application these days, are now acting as a tool to gain more market share. They're trying to change it into finance applications. Right? The messaging platform is being used, the daily required, Microsoft Excel is being used, and here they're actually showing you that the adoption rate is actually increasing. This again from Theo, and she's actually showing you that 72% rise in fintech players. That's just in Europe, and 72% is a massive rise. Now, when you actually move ahead, this is showing you like, euro as one of the currency, but it doesn't actually make sense when you actually look at this in that way, because while reading this, it'll be like, doesn't the euro play as a one circulating currency for the entire euro space? Because when you actually move through this, France is trying to make their own central bank digital currency, and it should be digital euro as we know it, right? But what if it's something else? Because if not, then every central banks in Europe will be doing the same behind the scenes. We don't know that, right? But the next one from the cryptic poet shed more light on that. It reads that a number of private initiatives have already been proposed, and new digital channels and modes of exchange, especially in Europe, to improve the functioning of market infrastructures are there. Now, when you actually read through that, the key element or the important thing here for us is that they are mentioning digital assets and highlighting that it is utility tokens, security tokens and stable coins. Now, there are guys who are trying to fool themselves or fool other maxis in their arena like Pomp, because recently he just stated that there is no value in utility tokens and he's not actually looking forward to invest in such. And at the same time, many have doubt like, utility tokens like XRP, are they stable coin? Will they be stable? No, guys, don't worry, because this is a document from the Bank of France and they're showing you it separately, utilities token separately, stable coin separately. So that significantly shows you that they can use stable coin, but at the same time, within the digital asset space, they are actually considering utility token, not the store of value token, which is just a store of value for the purpose of being a store of value. Usually store of value means you have something with utility which acts as a store of value. If you're considering gold, like the gold bugs like Peter Schiff and all states, gold is there from thousands of years and it serves some kind of utility, right? At least in dentistry, right? It's not only that, there are others too, but if you're looking at the jewelry industry, dentistry or anything, it has a utility. So if you're looking at Bitcoin for payments, we currently know that it sucks. From IMF leader, from World Bank leaders, all the central bankers, when they're talking about this, the friction is not that much reduced compared to the utility tokens like XRP. So if such a major player is actually considering in that way, majority of central banks will have a similar opinion. Now here CC is actually showing you different fiat routes to own digital assets. And he actually points out that they are adding new fiat processing as well. So moving ahead, they are actually giving you more opportunity and making the ease of use to buy digital assets. Now this one shows that the regulatory clarity to me, because if they are looking at digital dollars and a rapid allocation of funds to the citizens through the bank account, it is a consideration now. And the most important thing in this article when you go through is like, at least for me, when I read this, for me this is really interesting. Like R3 is working with number of central banks on central bank digital currency projects. And XRP is the settlement mechanism on R3. Okay, because when they show Libra can be a potential candidate here, that's the author's opinion, and in my opinion bankers don't like that idea, because bankers were the one who just tried to shot that bird down. So mostly they will go with R3 and fintechs. As Secretary Steve just stated yesterday, they are looking forward to work with them for the financial market purpose. Moving on now, we'll actually look at the interesting thing here. That's the Rockefellers, Rothschilds and Soros are in crypto investing. Wow, that is cool, but you have to understand the two faces of that coin. One side, it legitimizes this area of investing. That is good, but on the other side, it is a cautionary message, because when huge guys are in this, the manipulation and the carnage can be there anytime. You can't predict this. But at the same time, what you have to understand is the micropayments and to the distributed different connecting different devices and a real-time implementation, real-time payments, innovation in payments, especially the cross-border payments, is being studied by researchers. Why are they doing that? To show when they are actually coming out in a report or something, they need reference citations to show that the idea is actually valid and it is scientific. So when they are proposing the new infrastructure which they are going to implement, they actually need the backing of science, and the science is actually working behind them. Now what are these findings? They're actually finding that the ancient infrastructure should be changed with the new one which provides hell lot of use cases. If you are not yet in, do consider utility tokens, or if you are someone new, consider utility tokens, because just being a store of value for the purpose of being a store of value for some individuals based on their thinking won't actually change your life for the future. Say if you are looking at the return on your investment, yes, Bitcoin has done enormously in that aspect till now, but now the market is actually getting mature and those who doesn't have that much utility is being kicked out. So consider yourself, do your background research and take your choice after thinking 10-20 times. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members.